What's happening, you mother fathers? Glad y'all
Mother
was able to,
fathers.
mother fathers. Glad y'all was able to make it night tonight. Welcome to the Coming Damn Sense podcast.
No, man. Damn. That's
There
how
you
it
go.
go.
Hit it one more time.
The
Hit it.
Common Damn Sense podcast.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, we try to bring common sense into this world that has lost their mother loving minds. All right. So
Facts.
uh, we got a great show for y'all tonight, man. I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is D'Angelo Lowe Williams. You know what I'm saying? Up in this thing, the host, and then we got Jamin, aka Jamon, up in this thing
Hold
representing.
on, bro. You can't put that Angelo and then I'm just Jamon.
Well, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself in just a second. I'm gonna let you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, without further ado, you hear you. Would you please introduce yourself?
It's your boy Jamon. I'm here again. Anime shirt, Attack on Titan. If you know, you know. I guess I'm gonna say Jamon is my name, and we're
That's
gonna roll
terrible.
this thing.
That's terrible. Anyway,
I try to play off you, bro.
yeah. Played yourself.
No deal.
No deal.
Nah,
Yeah.
bro, that's not how I go.
But that's all right, man. Look. This is what we're gonna get into tonight, y'all. If a man makes less than $50,000 a year, should he date? Now, I have my own theories about this. I think no matter how much money you make, if you're focused as a man, if you focus on your goals, that should be first, right?
Hmm.
And then if you focus on that, the women will come, right? You don't have to go out of
Right.
your way necessarily. Now, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, so you got to do some looking. But if you focus on your goals first, and then when you get ready to find a wife, you start actively looking, then that can be beneficial, right?
Right.
I don't think it's a money thing though, right? If you have, it just depends on how your finances are structured. If you make $50,000, but you have disposable income, right? Then do that. The average person. Matter of fact, let me go over here and check this out real quick. Go over here real quick. I think the average person, as of 2022, makes an average of $39,000 a year for
A
males.
whopping. A whopping.
So if you're making 50, you're doing better than most, right? So I, even when I was younger and like literally broke, I was dating all the time, you know, having a good time, and I wasn't even making $39,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts. I,
um,
I I'll jump in and say this. Um, I understand the logic just because the higher value the more money you make and the higher value you're perceived to be, the better,
the more options,
more options. Thank you, because I was about to say something stupid, but more options you have as a man. So if you're trying to say don't date until you get to be the best you possible, that's still an unfair statement. But I can kind of see where that's going. But just to say at 50,000, you're above average. You're well above average. If
right?
30, you're talking about 39 to 50. That if you're at 50, you're well above average. Um, if you as long as you can take care of you and you're willing to take care of someone else or add someone to that pot, then you should be fine. You should be fine. I think to say that don't date until you make over 50,000 is disrespectful to women who don't care about that.
And then it's not even necessarily the disrespect for the women. It's just like who the hell do you think you ought to tell me that? Like I date whoever, whenever, however I want to date. And like the woman I find when I'm at my lowest is probably gonna be the woman that's gonna be stick with me when I'm at my greatest.
Well,
And I
yeah,
can I can know that they're not there for me just because of my money. And so
facts.
if you could go with if you could be with me through the valley, when I get to the heat, when I get to the height,
The peaks.
apex, yeah, then I got way more respect for you. If I'm already at the top, right, and I meet a woman, my first and prevailing thought, you just here with me because I'm X, Y, and Z,
Right.
right? and so that doesn't build trust at all. So we got some video we want to share with y'all.
Last thing, real quick,
Yeah,
I've
go ahead.
heard I had a trainer, a coach trainer in my life
Uh-huh.
that I trained with playing basketball in Chicago,
I want to talk about the
and he
difference though,
said
because I seen
something
the
one
video.
time. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
He
my
said
bad.
something one time, and he helped train a couple NBA players and everything. Anyway, he said something one time that um, when you become, and he wasn't just talking to me, he was just talking, and
Uh-huh.
he said that when you get it, when you hit it big, it's impossible to know if the person that you select is actually there for you.
Right.
The only time you honestly know that you're truly loved, that you know, not think, not assume, not believe, that you actually know is when you don't got nothing.
Yeah.
When you got
It's
to
good.
pop the piss in, that's the time when you know.
It's good. Get to the center. Yeah, center screen. There you go. Yeah.
But that's what he said. It's impossible to know once you hit it big.
Right.
Before that time frame comes, though, you know who's there for you and who not.
Right. That's
So,
facts. But that's what they make prenups for.
well, they got to wear around them now.
Well, it's not necessarily that. The prenup has to be done right. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Well, all they have to say, well, never mind. That's a whole other discussion.
what? Well, let's talk about it real quick. We'll take a couple seconds to talk about it. Right.
Okay.
So the proper way, I learned this from the lead attorney. So you need to check his channel out too. He's a
Yeah, I
vegan.
watched Lead Attorney.
He lead attorney said a lot of times when they're trying to contest um, prenups, they're missing something, right? So you have to do it within 6 months of being married, right? You need to have two lawyers, one lawyer for her, one lawyer for you, so y'all can
Mhm.
negotiate terms, right? And then there are certain things within that prenup that you can't have in, like example, you can't say, "Well, you're gonna have sex with me 3 times a week or whatever." You know the case may be. You can't put nothing like that in. You can't
It's a
put
lot of
like
dudes that wish they could, though.
I know, right? We gonna add a sex contract. You know what I'm saying? But and then also like as far as children, you can't have anything as far as child support or anything like that in that because that has nothing to do with that. So as long as you have those things covered, there's a couple other things I maybe forgot. But if you get a good attorney, they'll be able to go down with you what you need to have to make your prenuptial agreement ironclad. But uh, what happens? You don't want to go into one without one. You know what I'm saying? And so, uh, especially nowadays, like
No fault divorce. Yeah.
no part divorce is crap, is trash, but it is what it is. It's another industry that the government has used to break up families. But we're not even going to go there right now.
Fight off round one. Right?
Or your phone froze, or your camera.
That was you, brother.
Yeah, yeah. But no, that was you, bro. But anywho, are you good now?
I'm good. You good?
Okay, look. Yeah. So we're gonna watch these ladies. It's three ladies, okay? I think it's this thing is called hold on, let me see exactly what this thing is.
Poor.
It's called Poor Minds, Pourminds. Um, the hosts are two black ladies that look like they just came out of
Ah.
what?
Don't start roasting them.
Okay. The two black ladies that are I think they're central in Atlanta. And
Yeah,
if you know
sounds
anything
like.
about it, if you know anything about Atlanta, you know there are the surgery colored
Can't help
capital.
himself. I try to
They're,
stop him. He can't help himself.
they're the surgery colored capital of the United States. You put it like that. They got all
Surgery
kinds.
capital. He just
No,
admitted that,
no, no,
y'all.
no. Surgery colored capital.
Oh my god. This plane is crashing.
I'm just telling you what it is. Yeah, but these young ladies, all of them were not married. Let me back up. You have two hosts and then one guest.
Yeah.
All three of these ladies are not married. In addition, the guest that they have is a relationship guru,
Coach.
coach, guru, whatever you want to call it. Remember, she has clients in almost all the continents of the world. Remember? So she has to be a guru. She's a level above. She's a level above coach. Got to be.
Maybe.
Got to be.
Maybe. Well, we let y'all
Got
be the
black
judge of
belt.
that and see if she's a guru or a coach, and if the knowledge that she's spreading is worth. Is the juice worth the squeeze? We let y'all decide.
I think she's been squeezed in her clothes too much. But anyway, um,
It's
yeah. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at this real quick, and we're gonna break it down as we go. We're not gonna watch the whole interview or whatever because it's almost 2 hours long, and I ain't got that kind of time. We gotta go
no
tonight.
deal.
Tonight, no deal. Hold on, I can't do it. My kids,
No, bro, you can't do it. Bro. Don't
my
do it.
kids
You get
wake
put
me
out
up.
real quick.
I know, right? So look, watch this. Let's see where we go with this real quick. I wish there was a way I had to figure it out.
Want to talk about the difference though, because I seen this video that just went viral. This girl, she's a TikToker. She's like 28 or 29, and she was telling the story of how she met her husband. So basically, she said she
The
was sitting
video
at
ain't
the
showing.
bar and she was selling pussy, basically.
Yeah.
And she told the
Can you
man
hear
her
it?
price, and
Yeah, but we can't see it, but you can hear it.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're bad.
like $1,000 or something. But they ended up hitting it off, having a great conversation, and now like they're
They
married.
engaged,
Let me tell
yeah.
you why that happened. Now I don't know specifically who you're talking about. You're gonna tell me after.
Yeah, yeah.
But here's what happened. It's not what she was doing at the time, it's who the bitch was becoming.
Mm.
Okay. She might have been sitting there selling pussy at the time because that's what she knew how to do. But she had some other things that was brewing and going on. She had some other ambitions, some other incentives that she was after that she tied him to during that conversation. Because if she sat and said nothing outside of like this coochie, she
Right.
wouldn't have got the coin. She wouldn't have married the man. He wouldn't
Right.
see anything in her. There's no substance there.
Right.
But because he sat with her and gave her the opportunity, because it's easy to buy some coochie. Coochie is $40, a pack of Black and Milds, and a Swisher.
Yes,
Damn
inflation
sure ain't
hit
gotta pay.
everything except coochie. I'm
Yeah,
telling
no,
y'all
for
right
real.
You
now.
ain't gotta pay
For real.
$1,000
And
for
so
it.
no, you
Bruh.
Uh,
I think she's a guru of
Jive.
bull hit. How about that? We're gonna do bull hit.
Okay.
Look,
Okay.
she's gonna and a lot of women do this, right? They expound on stuff that they have no details about, right? She admitted out of her own mouth that I don't know who these people are, but this I'm gonna tell
Right.
you what happened.
I will amend your statement and say people do that, not just women. So I will say people do that. Um,
I don't need you to amend my statement. I
I'm
said
gonna
what I
amend
said.
it.
I said
Listen,
I
sucker.
said what I mother loving said. They nigga, I, and
Oh,
more women do that than men do.
I can't be. Oh, either way, the point is, it's stupid. You can't say I don't know these people, but let me tell you why it happened. You don't know what kind of conversation was had. You don't know what happened from that point on. Question you got to ask yourself is, what kind of man is this that is in a bar buying $1,000 coochie? Because let me tell you something right now. You gonna buy it out of a bar, bro? What I never paid for it before, so I can't really speak to it. I'm not gonna
Right.
try to put myself in that man's position, but I'm confused on that. So, what kind of was he gonna pay the 1,000? They never said that. Was he? Uh, did he
They
have
don't know.
money?
They just all they
They
know
don't
is
know
they just know a story
exactly.
that she
So,
just said that she came out of her mouth.
exactly. So,
I
of
can
course, what
assume a
they
couple
did
of things too.
was, right, but of course, what they did was, and this is why I will give you credit on most women do this. They took the most positive thing for the woman and said, "Well, she did this, this, and this, and that's why it happened." But we just don't know. We don't know what kind of relationship they had after that time frame because if she's selling coochie, there's no way you can ever trust her. Like, how do you develop trust for somebody that's selling their body? That's the same problem with OF, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, you don't have any details to back up the statement that you're saying, but you're
And you
going with
made
the
a
most
whole and you made a whole
positive.
she, I am to cut you off, but she don't have any substantive statement, I mean, information, but she made a whole diatribe about what had happened.
Right.
That is crazy.
And listen, by no means am I saying no woman can go from selling that stuff to being married or to finding a man that she's looking for. Because we
I
watched it happen on Best Man, right? Merch, right?
what?
Merch and Candy
You
on
talking
Best
about a
Man.
movie? You
I'm
talking about a
just, but
movie?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know.
It, man,
Listen to the point. Listen to the point, man.
it's
The point I'm
bullshit.
making is the point that I'm making is it's not out of the realm of possibility, but it is out of the realm of probability.
Okay.
Anything is possible. True.
Okay. Right.
Anything is possible. But let's talk about what's probable. And using these stories is not what's probable. It's possible, but it's not probable. It's possible that I can walk outside and tear my ACL and sue my own sue the HOA and make $1 million, but that ain't probable.
Look at her lips. But anyway,
I don't have too much of a problem with her. It's the other one like that.
no, like
She looked porcelain.
all these people have like, well, not all of them. These two ladies, the two hosts, they both have these injections. She look like she could suck a golf ball through a garden hose and cool
Drink
soup at
peanut
the
butter
same
through a
time.
straw. Do drink peanut butter through a straw. The point, but whose fault is that though? Here's where I blame us, the men, because if men didn't like it and didn't sleep with her, she wouldn't do that.
Dude, first of all, come on, bro. You cannot do that just because a man will have sex with you, and you know this rules.
I know that. Yes,
There
that's
is,
true. But what
dude,
I'm saying is, if
they
we
don't mean,
didn't,
dude. We come on, dog.
it's
We
some
got a
dude
whole
in her, it's some dude in her DMs. It's hundreds of
no
dudes in her DMs telling her she fine, and so because they filling up her head with that, that's why she keep doing it. The other one is worse to me.
right. But my point is, like, dudes have sex with all kind of different, like, they
Monsters.
body, yeah, good from the big elephants and from the skinny worms. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a dude is horny, he will smash, and like this ain't got nothing to do with if a dude is smash or not. Like,
I know that, but I'm not
ain't
saying that
nobody
it
keeping them.
does.
Ain't nobody. They throwing them back in the water.
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. But the problem is they correlate the sexual interest to being meaning that they find, right? They think that they get more sexual interest and contact within the average woman. So
That
this
makes
woman right here, I'm guarantee you, if you ask her, she's gonna say she's a 10. I'm not here to judge nobody or talk shit about her, but I don't think that she's a 10. The other lady is definitely not a
But she
10, but I
fine though.
guarantee if
I
you
would say
ask,
this. It's like she got a body. Like
is
even
it
with
real?
it's done
I don't
well.
know.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's done well. The other
No,
one,
it's no such thing as if you get surgery on your body to make yourself look better. There's no such thing as done well in my eyes.
well, no, I mean they got some people that no. Sometimes surgery is done well, and sometimes surgery is not done so well. Like you could tell when stuff don't match and this, that, and the other. You know, you could tell. But um, anyway, let's go back to this because I'm about to
Yeah,
been off on a
yeah, yeah.
tangent for like
We're gonna
10
be on that.
minutes.
Facts. That happens
Yeah.
from time to time.
You definitely don't. You don't even have to spend anything. You can just
Right, you can get it
Netflix,
for
chill,
free.
and some chocolate, and you in there, right? So that woman, whoever it was, and I know this from
Pause.
coaching thousands of women all over the globe. I have
So just one real quick on the last statement. It bothers
She
me
got a
so
receipt neck
much,
line.
man. Just do it. This bothers me so much. She said you don't have to spend anything, but why should I? Why do I have to spend to have sex? Because aren't we getting the same thing out of it? I just don't understand, when did that
Yeah, but
change from let's enjoy this moment together to hey nigga, only you getting enjoyment.
it's never been that. Okay, so even back if you go back 100 years, 200 years, like in order for men to have sex, women required them to marry them, right?
Right.
We're more sexually driven than women, or even though it feels good to both, men are more sexually driven
Yeah.
versus women. So they've always had that
Value.
not necessarily well the value, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for leverage over the man to
Okay.
marry. Okay.
Right,
Um,
right.
but now they give it away so much, we don't have to buy the cow to get the milk. We just get the milk, right?
Right.
There's no to above average man. There is no um barrier to entry anymore. Not like it used to be, right?
Right.
So all the barriers have been broken down, and so now the vagina no more is worth what it used to be, and so now, especially nowadays, women have to show their work more to be valued from a man who knows his own value.
The problem is that with vagina being as free in the work, based on what you said, I'm use your logic because to me it should never be any pay, but I get it. But based on how much freer it is and how much willingly the women are, you got more women than ever trying to convince you to pay for it. they're trying to convince you to pay for it. And
What's more
yeah,
transactional now? Now it's more
yeah.
transactional.
What the problem is again, the mentality is I gave up, he paid, and I won. Well, no, you didn't win because if it wasn't you, it would be anybody else that he'd pay for it for.
Right,
But
but it's
either
more
way,
transactional.
well, yeah, I guess you, yeah, no, not guess, yeah, that's true, it is.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just never understood it though, like, cause it's we both had, you came, I nutted. Why in the hell is that different from the other? And
Because
then
like
most
I
of the
said,
time, but hold on, most of the time they ain't doing shit and we're laying there.
don't matter. You could just be a hole, and you could do it
Man,
smash if you're just a hole. But my point,
listen, if you
like,
pay for it, you should even never have to touch your own penis.
what?
if you if you paying for it, you should never have to touch your own penis. Never. To put it in, to
Well, whatever.
whatever.
Okay,
Never,
listen,
never,
whatever.
never.
This is the point, though.
Shouldn't even sweat.
What just
Should be
happened?
doing all the work. You good.
So this is my point, though, right? Men valued women, especially sexually, when it was harder to get, right?
True. That's facts.
So men value sex like this, right? Women don't value sex as much, but it's higher than it used to be because
Hmm.
women have become dudes now. So
Well,
um,
they want to be.
my point is they're more sexually driven than they used to be,
For sugar
right?
now.
And so when a man's sex drive is very, very strong, he's trying to get a woman that he continue to have sex with. And
Right.
that's why marriage was a good leveraging tool for women. Well, if you want to have sex with me, you got to marry me. It's not a coincidence as um, female hoism has risen, right? Their slut testimony has risen. their their fornicating prowess has risen. So has marriage uh,
Decree.
rates declined.
Yeah.
Because now I don't have to pay for the milk. I mean, I don't pay for the cow. I just buy the milk over and over again from
Right.
different cows, And now what women fail to realize what they've done is they got to work harder to get a good man of value because
Yeah.
sex is no longer a leveraging tool.
Yeah. Well,
But
and that one girl with the fake cheeks or whatever she got, she said the host. She said inflation hit everything except coochie, and I would say this: coochie is oversaturated on the market.
have we got to that point yet?
Yeah,
Okay, I don't remember. Okay,
play.
Students in damn near every country. Okay.
Mhm.
What's happening is that man is sitting down with an expectation of who this woman is, and she hit him with a whole 180 and was like, but I'm also this, and I'm also aspiring to do that, and I'm also working on this. When a woman has a plan for business, you don't need a business plan. Okay. I've made like $1 million in my company in the last couple years, and you don't need a business plan. Eventually you might when you're, dealing with actual
Prediction.
products that you're shipping and whatever. But or you need some capital, but all you need is a plan for business. You just got to wake up and be like, I want to do a podcast. Oh, I'm gonna go on Amazon and order this backdrop. Oh, you might not even have those things accomplished, but if you can speak to it, pay attention. If you can speak to it, he will sponsor it. And if you share it with him, opens the wallet every single time because he wants to see you win. High value men, not all men. Other men will be like, damn, that's
there you
And
go.
there is the
There you go.
shame.
If a man don't invest in your dreams, he
He ain't high
ain't high
value.
value. No matter how much money he got, no matter what kind of positive traits he has, no matter what kind of integrity that man has. If he don't want to invest in your dream,
Yeah,
if he don't want to be your wife,
he ain't high. Right? No facts. No
if he
facts.
don't want to
Because
be your wife, then
right.
he ain't high
Because
value.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. My wife have ambitions and goals, and I would never shoot those down. My wife has been a stay-at-home mom for 13 years, 14 years. And she has dreams and ambitions. I would never shoot those down. I get that.
Uh-oh.
I get that
You
people
froze.
have ambitions. For me? Am I froze? You hear me? I
Hello?
think it's you. Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay, yeah. So it said you
Yeah.
said last thing I heard you say was your wife. has ambitions and goals.
Yeah, yes, and I would never shoot those down. Here's the thing. If we sat down and she started telling me about her ambition and goals, I'd be thinking where will I fit? And then if you think I'm gonna open a wallet because you have goals and dreams, that's not how this works. We talking about boyfriend and girl. We ain't boyfriend and girlfriend. We talking about date or just having a conversation. And you want me to fit into your world? That doesn't make sense to me.
No, no, no.
To a man's man, to a man, that won't make sense. Now, when you go and start saying, "Well, a high value man," it makes sense. No, it don't, because those dudes aren't going to build themselves up and say, "Okay, well, you're not my wife. You're really just somebody I just met. So let's start trying to build you up." No,
No.
why would he do that?
I don't care if it's his wife, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like a man that's about his business, right? Especially a high value man, right? Those type of dudes don't care about what your dreams are. We care about us, our dreams and our goals, and you falling in line with what we're doing. Like if your dreams and your goals align with what I'm doing and it's gonna help, cool. But as soon as though your goals and dreams come in conflict with what I got going on, then you're not my wife. You can't be my wife at that point. Because I
Right,
need a wife. A wife is a help meet, not a competition lever. You
right.
know what I'm saying? You're supposed to help, help, right?
I give you a prime example of that in sports, right? Because I'm a sports guy. So when LeBron and Dwayne Wade teamed up in Miami 2010, they went to the finals. They lost because they were equal footing. In order for them to win championships, Dwayne Wade had to take a step back because you can't have two alphas on a court at the same time. If you're talking about what I need to bring to your table, then you're the alpha, and I know I'm alpha. So now what happens is we just gonna collide because or clash because it's not gonna work. Someone has to take a back seat. As unfortunate as that is, as real as that is, somebody has to take a step back. And listen, if it, most of the time, almost all the time, that's gonna have to be the woman
No,
because
but
her purpose in life should be her man.
that's right.
His so in his purpose, that's just what it is. And that's when you're talking about high value. I don't make enough money to say I'm on that level, so I'm not sitting here trying to call myself that at all.
But even
But
as
I'm
I mean,
simply
you got common sense. You know,
right, and that's what I was going to say. The show is not called the High Value Man. The show is called Common Damn Sense. So with common sense, bro, it tells you why would I build me up to build you up, and I don't know you. And the goal is to take care of the family. Women ain't gonna do that. How many women gonna say I ain't taking care of no nigga?
yeah,
So my
right.
goal is to make me the best I can be so I can take care of the family so you can have the best life you can have. My goal is not for me to build me up and then open my wallet to you. As a girlfriend, my wife has the access to the wallet, but my girlfriend, who I'm talking to, chick I'm banging, man, please.
And see, the thing is, like, women don't really realize it's two different mentalities when it comes to money. Men make money for his family, for his wife, or to be wife, to be family, to be children.
Right.
If he's not married already, we're trying to build ourselves because we know we got to take care of that responsibility. Women make
Sugar
money.
down.
Women make money so they can be independent from men. And so the motivations in being successful is totally different with men versus women, right? In addition, men try to achieve things knowing that they're probably going to marry a woman that makes less than him,
Yeah.
right? We don't expect that woman to be on our level as far as financially is, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
We go in knowing. Women, on the other hand, if they're making a lot of money, they expect to get a guy that's making the same amount of money as them
Hypergamy.
and even above. And so
Right.
when women do that, they like this chick right here. She said she made $1 million in 2 years with her company. In a couple of years, she said, a couple of years.
Couple years. Yeah.
All right. So this woman right here, okay, with the receding neckline and with I mean, she's cute, you know what I'm saying? But she got a weight problem too. So the type of man that she would want, that she would think she would qualify for, would be a man that makes $500,000 a year at least. When they don't even like, they don't even see her. If she walked in a room with men that made 500,000, they wouldn't even see her.
Right.
Only time they would see her is like when they were like in college or something. They had a drunk night, and she was like number
They
5 on
called
the
her.
list. She was like
Damn.
number 5 on the list. You know what I'm saying? She was like the last resort. Like she was the
Yeah,
last resort, right?
maybe.
So
I I'm not
no,
gonna judge her based on that. I'll say it's a lot of dudes that are smashed, but I will say this: the man that she's probably looking for, like you said, if she's making $1 million in a few years, she's looking for definitely somebody that makes it over three
at
hundred,
least that.
400,000. So
At
you're
least that.
right,
Yeah.
right. So
But
you're
she don't
100%
qualify for
right.
that type of dude. Like I know, but with the money that I make and my physical aesthetics, it's only a certain type of woman that I can get that I would even try to approach. If I try to go give me a dime, I may get lucky every now and then, but
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I know that's not my range. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect my range.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this: men are more aware of where they fit on the hierarchy than women are. And
Fact.
that's because of Facebook, Instagram. That's because of makeup, extensions. That's
That's because of
because of
reality.
tummy
That's
tucks
because
and
of reality.
surgeries.
No, that's because we got to go get rejected by these women. That's why we
Yeah,
know.
no, 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 that's a fact. That's a fact.
Right.
But it's like I was saying. I talked to somebody earlier, and I was telling them that when you make up and extensions and all that, a bald headed woman can look like she got hair with extensions. A woman with messed up face and can fix that all that with makeup. So those things cover it up. And yeah, and you may externally be better than you are, but you're still internally the same person. So that's why I have an issue with makeup. But whatever.
Yeah. First dates, take them to the
Pool.
Lakers.
Get the pool.
Right now. Face first. All right.
That's
Real.
good.
That's dope.
Wow. You know,
You know I'm a
how you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Good.
When you gonna do that by? Right? But if you hit him with your goals and he's a high value man, if you hit him with your goals and when you want to accomplish these goals by,
Mhm.
okay. This
We
is
don't give a
see, I
French
charge
toast.
10,000 for it. So if you listen now,
$10,000
you hit
for
him
what
with your
she's saying.
goals, you give him a timeline and you let him know what you're working on, not
Mhm.
what you
And
want
she
to
not
do, but
even
what you are
married,
doing.
bro.
That man will show up and show out, and the wallet and the account
Mm.
opens right up.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
she dated
So I will
like 4 or
say
5
though,
years,
there's
something
a
like
lot
that.
of men who have money though
Mm.
that get mistaken for a high value man. Because I
Stop
would
right
say
there.
money
It's
doesn't make you
different.
high value.
Nope.
Oh no, for
True.
sure.
And there you go again with the shaming. So what they're doing is they're saying, "Hey, if you don't open your wallet up to me, after I tell you my goals, if you don't do for me what I want,
You
then
ain't
you're
high
not a high
value.
value man. And because you got the money, that don't mean you're a high value man either. So let's call it like this: women do not determine men are high value, right? The women don't determine if a man is high value, right? That's a fact. There are some qualifications for it.
Who
Whatever those
determines?
qualifications, the same thing that determines the value of a woman is the market. The market determine it, and other high value men determine if a man is high value.
Okay.
Women do not determine that. So you can't say, well, just because you got money don't mean you're high value. No, just because I don't want you doesn't mean I'm not high value. If I don't want you, I just don't want you. That doesn't make me not high value. Now, again, like I said, I don't have the finances to be on that kind of level. So I'm not speaking from any kind of experience at all. I'm speaking from common damn sense. If a man, you can't determine a man's value because he
But
don't want you.
none of these women are are like none of these women are like look.
If you
They're
had to
not.
have surgery, you not have. Listen, women, if you're listening to this, whether you are or not, if you have to have surgery, you cannot count yourself as high value. You've had surgery. You took the easy way out. You skipped hard work. You just took the easy way out. If you want more something, you most back in the day before surgeries, you had to become great at something else if you lacked something. If you don't have this, then you become great at that. If you don't got this, you become great at that. But now you can just go and get cut up and basically become Frankenstein's monster and come back and say, I'm high value because I got this ass, I got these titties, I got these lips, and like this lady, I got these cheekbones. It's not real.
I wonder
It's not real.
what is
Them
that?
cheeks, bro. She got them cheeks.
Yeah, I
She got
know. I'm just
surgery.
saying. I just
Like,
look at her eyes.
look at her face as opposed to her hand. Look at her hands and look at her face. She's starting to look like Lil Kim. I hate to say it, gosh, man.
But anyway,
It's
let's.
starting to become like a porcelain doll. But
Uh,
it's just insults. This is just insults to people who don't want to do what they're suggesting you should do as a man. That's all this is.
yeah, let's see.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of men with money out here. They want you to depend on them. They do not want
Yeah,
to.
they don't want to help you
They want
build.
you to. So how can
They
So if
don't
I
want
don't
to help
help, I'm
you.
not high value.
They don't want to help you build. They don't
So
even
if
want to
I
do that. They don't
right,
even want. They don't even want. Let me tell you something. They don't even want to have you build. And if you don't got, you ain't got that money to give to me. Then they just want to control you, girl. They just want to
Shanae,
control you.
Wanda.
They just want to control you, and they just want to. I can't believe they be acting like this in front of company, girl.
But she just said the same thing. It's like if they don't want to do for you, then they not high value. Why not? Why can't they just not want to do for you? So you
Men
trying to
want
say basically, if I'm not doing what you want me to do, I'm not high value. And who are you to determine that? I'm not going to
men.
determine if she high value or not. I'll just say surgeries
No,
don't make you
I'm gonna tell you right
increase
now.
your value.
She is not a wife, and those men that are looking for wives will not determine her a high value woman. Now she might be a high, never mind, but uh,
Hmm. Fun. Is that what you about to say?
yeah, but
Mhm.
men want wives, supportive wives. Men want women that appreciate them, respects them, get on their program, right? That's what men want. We ain't trying to build up nothing, no other program. Let's focus on what we got here. Let's build up what my vision is. That's
Right.
why I got a wife. Like if I had if I have a business, and if I go hire somebody for my business, I'm not caring about your other stuff that you got going on. So I care about I hired you to help build my business. That's what a
Right.
wife is. I'm hiring you as my wife to build my legacy.
Right. I think I
So
saw something today that was funny. It said, "Ladies, think about it. Only fans accept only one fan, and you ain't got to go to work." He said, "That's what wife is."
right,
That's what a
that's
dude
funny.
said. I thought that was funny, but I was like,
It's
"Yeah,
funny.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, only one fan, and you ain't
one
got one.
fan. Yep, you get paid all the time."
And every time you walk in, the lights come on. You know,
Right, facts.
the
Down,
wa- the
down,
water,
down,
the
down,
water,
down.
the water come on. You got freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah,
And I mean, it could be
sounds
worse.
like sounds like the life. And all it
But
takes is, and I saw one more thing. I saw it said provision. No, security without provision is slavery. So what it said, security without provision.
security without
So
provision.
basically, if I don't have any control over the situation, but I'm giving you all the security, then I'm a slave.
Hmm, makes sense.
Yeah. So
can women tell the difference between because like a man will do for you as far as he might buy you a bag,
Mhm.
he might give you a little money, but he never gonna give you enough to really invest in
In your
yourself or
business.
to
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because women make the mistake of allowing the man to lead and determine. When we find a man with some money, we get all excited. Like coochie
Mhm.
is instantly
Yes.
wet. We
Okay.
start sweating.
I'm
We
sweating
text our
right now.
homegirl like,
And he ain't even did nothing
I
yet.
ain't even
he
did
hasn't even
nothing.
sneezed on you yet,
Yeah.
right? He bought you 2
Mhm.
drinks at the bar. You had a little conversation. Now your coochie is dripping down to your ankles.
Right.
So what happens is we move too soon and we get too excited too fast because we just never had no money.
Right.
Right. So that's why the women that do operate different than the women that don't.
Mm.
Right. When you ain't never had it, you're impressed by the littlest things.
Yep.
Right.
But if you lead with what it is you're working on and you drop those cues to him and you let him know what it is that you desire, and
Don't
you're
give
not
a fuck.
talking about bags and shoes, he's gonna treat you basic and bag and shoe you to death
Mhm.
because that's what he knows is easy.
Right.
Right? He's not being
hold
challenged,
up.
so he's not gonna rise to the
Hold
challenge.
on.
Mm.
You
Say go
understand?
hold on.
But when you set a tone in the very beginning, I always say speak to it early and often. Because if you sit down with a chick and she's talking about fashion and shoes and clothes, and you're gonna take her to Chanel.
Yeah.
If you sit down with a chick and
She keeps saying the same shit over again. Go ahead.
Yeah. So this is where she has a valid point. If you sit down and you make your interests known are bags and shoes and clothes and and makeup, and if the dude wants to you be with you, then his in his mind, Valentine's Day, birthday, New Year's, Christmas, your anniversaries, it's going to be those things because he thinks that that's what you value. He's right. She's right. You should have a conversation about things you value, but I don't think you finessing some man with, let me talk about my business so you can want to put money in my business is the way to go. Talk about, hey, I want to have a family. I'm trying to be married. I don't want to be out here on the carousel. I want, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be
See,
dating for 2, 3 years. I'm trying to get. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be a wife. I want to have kids. I want to take care of my family. I want to do this. Those are things, yes. But you sit down and you start talking about, I love red bottoms. I love this. I love this. I love this. If that's all you're gonna talk about, then that's all you're gonna be worth to him. But she's
do the
trying to
thing.
show you the other way. She adding the finesse factor in there, and that's what the problem is. I have.
Well, this is she's doing a couple things. Number one, and the biggest thing that she's doing, she's trying to marry a independent, single-minded woman to a wife position.
Mm,
She's trying to marry those two. Like, you need to support my dreams while working on yours too, right?
mhm.
That's what she's trying. She's trying to mesh those two things together, and those things are all in water, right? You can't be independent, but then want a man of value, because men of value, they value women as a woman that's interdependent on him. And so she's trying to marry those two things together, which lets me know that's the reason why she's not married. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At
Right.
least married to a man that she values.
Well,
Right?
if it was a man she valued, she'd probably already be married. So right, if
Right.
she's with. So I will say this too, real quick. You said a lot, the interdependence and all that for men, because men want to be needed. That's just our thing, is we want to be needed. That's always gonna be a man's mentality, is to be needed. So I
And that's
want to
why,
throw that in.
but the thing about it is, it's not like that's why most men don't date women that got money. Because you can't tell them nothing. That's
Well,
like,
they try to baby, they try to mama you too. Some of them, not in my experience, but that I've seen and heard.
I don't know about mama, but they try to have some kind of level of authority over it. I
Yeah,
don't think it's mama. I think it's just
mama.
authority.
Okay, well, we could say that authority. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Authority, 'cause, yeah. So these she just heard she's making women spend $10,000 to waste their money.
And
Go
the
ahead.
thing is, maybe she not saying a lot because she charged for it. But my question to her would be, as a coach, if I coached men, if I was a dating coach or coach men, which I don't do, and I will never pretend like I do. But if I did, I would be trying to coach them on how they need to bring value to a relationship. I never hear these women, female coaches, coach and say, "Hey, this is what you need to bring to the table so this man can see this." What
Well,
she
to be
doing right
fair,
now is telling you how to finesse this nigga and not
right,
how to be a wife to this nigga.
right.
So,
She trying
i-
instead of asking for $12,000 for a bag, ask $12,000 for a business for your business.
right,
So, yeah,
instead of saying, "Hey, make him feel like you are a valued asset and this is going to help him too." That's how you get it. Hey, baby,
right,
listen, I know you work hard, but I got this other plan, and I feel like I believe this plan works out. It's going to prevent you from having to work so hard. Whatever, make him feel a part of it and feel like it's going to benefit him too. But
right.
you only talking about what's going to benefit you. Why the
Me,
hell would somebody who exactly? I
yeah.
worked so hard to build myself up. I'm just saying on these guys, why the hell would they then come and build you up and it has no value for them at all? They
Mm-mm.
don't do things that doesn't help them.
That's why it's not stepdaddy season.
The sugar down.
I go right here.
She's talking about building her business and not quite having
Give
enough
a
in her
shit.
bank account to buy this building or make this next move. Your goal is to now help her achieve that thing because you want a piece of pussy. And
Right.
so if you want to get that piece of pussy, you're going to help her hit her goal so she gets all excited.
Hold on.
It's
Did she say just say a piece of coochie, a piece of coochie was like
Is
cheap
$40 in a
and a
black
pack
and
of
mild.
miles? Right.
Yeah.
And now I gotta invest $30,000, $50,000 in your business. Okay, get out of my
To
play
get
with you.
right, exactly. The
So,
other lady was just $1,000, so why not pay the $1,000 to get the? If I'm gonna
you
pay
know,
for it, I might as well pay 1,000 and 30,000. I'm saying that right now.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you could spend 30 minutes in Chanel and get your bag and walk out and it's done. And now you're like legs to the ceiling in the hotel room. You know what I
Right.
mean? Red bottoms on still. So excited about these shoes. You
I'm
getting
so
blown out in these
weak.
shoes.
Right.
But then you go home to
And it's
your
like,
And
broke ass
yep.
apartment with your bad credit score and your little hoopty and whatever. Even those
Hold on. If you got all that going on in your own personal life, why would a man want to invest money in you anyway?
but let's flip that. Let's flip that. She says you can go with the bag to your house where the bag is the most expensive thing in your house. well then your priorities are fucked.
Right, that's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
problem. Your priorities are fucked.
You
If
just said
you should be trying to get help because a man will do that though. He will help you with all those things if you make him feel like they are valuable to him. If
no. See, this is why you make yourself a valuable wife.
right, that's what I'm saying. A valuable wife is valuable to a man. So you make yourself a value to him, and he will help you with those things. He
So what?
will take
Wait, hold on.
on your responsibilities if you're valuable enough to him.
No, not even that. Okay, well, hold on. If all this in your life is a disarray, right?
That's what
You're
it feel
not.
like.
No, you're not even taking care of yourself properly.
Yeah,
I can't trust you to be my wife, bitch. You're not even taking care of the basics of yourself.
yeah.
Now I gotta add you to my household and worry about you for training up my kids. I gotta worry about you doing whatever, and you're not even capable of taking care of yourself properly.
Right. A lot of this conversation is they should have wrote some stuff down because they just contradicting themselves. In one breath they say this, then they flip it towards the end, say that. And then you say, oh, high value man is. Oh, but if he don't help you, he ain't really high value because he got money. Well, man, and now she's saying the coochie thing. Oh, well, coochie costs $40. Now she's saying he gonna do this, he gonna spend 50,000 because he wants some coochie. Man, which one is it?
All of it.
Like it's
Oh, there
just
you go.
Said, oh,
ramble.
they got some money because they had a man buy them a car or whatever, and they stunting and they think that shit is cute. But then men don't invest in you, and you're like,
Right.
why, coach? Why these men don't give me no money?
Yeah.
Because you're not investable. I don't know if that's a
Right.
word.
Why
but
they
it
don't give me no
It
money?
He just
is.
made
you're
it
not
one.
giving him something to invest in. There's no value there. So where do you want him to? He's a businessman, girl.
Mhm.
He's a businessman. He's not just throwing his money out there unless he's in a strip club. He is not.
That's true.
He's not. He's wise with his
Look at all them
income.
roles,
Yeah.
man.
He's not just going to spend it on somebody.
Right.
And she got
So
a
do
one of
you
those
feel
spank
like our
zones trying to
society though, like
suck it in.
focuses
It
on
ain't
that a
helping.
little too much though? Like what men have and what you know what I'm saying? Do you think that that's like become a focal point? It's kind of messing up dating.
I think it's more of what men will give us when it comes to showing out. The gram has done it again,
Hold
Yes.
on. We're
and a
gonna
girl
fast
would
forward this part.
love.
I'm trying to find the part to where all right. Hold on.
She said it. Graham has done it again. I was interested in that part.
No, we gotta get to this to the meat of the meat and potatoes.
Talk
Oh yeah,
about because we do have male listeners as
there you
well. So
go.
talk about what dating would look like for, you know, a guy who's maybe making just like 100,000 a year, you know, and he's a
Just a
high
hundred
value
thousand a year.
man
Mhm.
in every aspect of it. He's a
Mhm.
good guy, but maybe he doesn't have the income to be, you know,
Yeah.
giving $10,000 to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
woman to, you know, invest in her business. So what
Absolutely.
does dating look like for like the average? 100,000 is not even the average person.
She was
Let's
It's
be
about to
honest.
not.
say it.
Yeah.
Let's keep it
So
real. Yeah.
let's keep it real for the average person who is
Mhm.
making $50,000. That's
That's
a
not
good
the
person. What does
average.
dating look like for them?
So if you're making $50,000,
Before you say that, once again, the average as of 2022 male income. Drum roll, please. It's $39,000 a year.
So to these people, the
The
average
people,
income is 50,000. Now they live in Atlanta, so even if you know go say okay in Atlanta, how much is 39,000? Is it a little more? Is it a little less?
don't
But
care.
but it's 39,000 is the average,
And they're saying if you make 50 or less,
and
let's,
50 is average.
let's listen what they
50
say.
is average.
Listen.
don't date.
Ooh,
Oh,
Rewind it,
I'm just
rewind it, take it back
talk
some.
about because we do have male listeners as well. So
Right.
talk about what dating would look like for, you know, a guy who's maybe making just like 100,000 a year, you know, and he's a high value man
Mhm.
in every aspect of it. He's a
Mhm.
good guy, but maybe he doesn't have the income to be, you know,
Yeah.
giving $10,000 to
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
woman to, you know, invest in her business. So what
Absolutely.
does dating look like for like the average? 100,000 is not even the average person. Let's be
It's
honest.
Right.
not.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it
So
real. Yeah.
let's keep it real for the average person who is
Mhm.
making $50,000. That's a
Mhm.
good person. What does dating look like for them?
So if you're making $50,000, don't date.
Ooh,
I'm just being for real. You're not ready to date.
Again, I'm with you when
You're
you're
not ready
right.
to
this
date, and you're
chick
not ready
make
to date because courtship costs.
okay.
everything she says is always money. Seems like men are nothing but more than just money.
Well,
She's
again,
acting.
it comes from mixing truth with lies. So she's right. Courtship costs. It does
Yeah,
cost.
yeah.
It does cost. But just because it costs does not mean it costs $100,000. If I make $50,000 and I can handle my bills, I can take a woman out. You can
Yeah.
take a woman out. I ain't got to go to Ruth Chris or two Johns. I ain't got to take nobody nowhere with $200 for a meal. Why would I have to do that? And as a
Well,
woman,
one
why
girl
would you
said you
want
can't
him
even
to do
take her.
that?
One girl said you can't even take her to Cheesecake Factories, and she
Right?
and
She out of her.
she had a receipt neckline too. So I'm just
Well,
saying.
she said, "Look at me first," and then said, "You can't take this." And I'm like, "I- Maybe you can go to a buck. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna insult. What I'm gonna
I
say
will.
is, what I'm gonna say is, you telling somebody that they can't take you somewhere because they make $50,000, which is more than the average. So you can't date.
How
So
much the average man?
it's already so what she's doing, and I was just thinking about this just now. What she's doing is she's raising the value of men who make a certain amount because there's a limited supply of men that make $100,000. There's a limited supply of men that date. If every woman on the planet got with every man, it'd be millions of women without men. So there's already a limited supply of men to date. So you take out the ones that make average amount of money across the world. Now it's even less men that can date, which means the value is still in the men.
Watch this. You ready? I'm about to compound your statement. You ready?
Yeah.
So I just asked Chat GPT.
AI to the rescue.
I said, "What's the average income of a woman in the United States as of my
29,000.
last? Huh?
29,000.
Hold on. As of my last knowledge update in January 22, the median earnings for full-time wage and salary workers in the United States were around $30,000 for females. So they're making it clear $9,000 less than the average man. And this uh necky roll chick here is telling the men you can't date if you making $50,000 less. When just think about this: if I make $39,000 a year, right, and then
Mhm.
my woman makes $30,000 a year,
Yeah, I make $69,000.
we make $70,000 a year. On top of that, we eliminating these expenses. There's no longer double everything. It's only one
Yep.
rent or one mortgage,
Yep.
right? You're
Right.
paying for your cars together, right?
Yep.
There's no dual anything. Everything is cheaper now because it's
Yep.
two of y'all, it's one household. This fool is telling people you cannot date unless you make $50,000 or more. And she will be the main reason why our community is in freaking shambles because we can't get together because of money. When one makes 39 and the other one makes 30, we need each other.
Facts.
And this goat snatching, mm,
But let's raise
I
it
hate
though.
chicks
Let's
like
raise it.
I don't
We
hate it. I
talking
don't
about
like chicks like this because
right
she is the definition of what is putting a bar in the wedge
poison.
between
Poison.
us. Right.
There
She has no
are
idea what she's freaking talking about. She's not even married.
right.
She has nothing going for her except her business, if that's even true what she said about her own business.
She's a cute lady. She's a pretty lady, so I'll say she's attractive too.
Yeah, she's okay, but she's not an 8, 9, or a dime. She's a
No,
6, and her waist makes her a 5. So
not gonna comment. Damn.
that's what I'm
I'll
saying.
say, but I'll say this: it's a she's a she feels like a plant, a poison pill, in our community. It's men that are, and it's women that are. And the statement that she just made is basically, women, don't get you a man that's the and I hate to bring up Kevin Sanders, but KS will say, Henry, uh, don't get you a man that's on the way up. If he ain't already up there, then you don't want to deal. You don't need to deal with him, which is unfair to those men who become rich. Everybody don't start at the top. Everybody don't start at the top, and I'm not saying everybody start at the bottom either. But everybody don't start at the top. And with that being the case, telling somebody, give it to Millie, telling somebody that um it's not okay to date at $50,000 when that's on the rise. Because if the average is 39 and you at 50, that means you're rising. You're rising. So telling men not to date is telling women, hey, you need a finished product, which means it's going to make you have to bring more to the table.
Yeah.
Instantaneously, if you got a finished product, you got more work to do.
Yep. Let me play this.
Everything costs.
Okay.
You can go for 22 walks in the park, but eventually, Shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play.
geez.
So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make 50,000, but you live in a shoe. And now you got expendable cash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm
Gonna
not
walk it
saying you
back now.
gotta pay to play to be with a woman. I'm simply saying courtship
Yes,
costs.
you are.
Right.
It is not free.
It's
to
not.
date.
No,
Like
you
some of us can't even
exactly
take our
saying
homegirl
that.
out and it's free.
That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You peeling off a little check for Shorty's rate.
Mhm.
So it's like, why do we expect anything else of women with a man? Like, fellas, if you're broke, don't date. You're not ready to date yet. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date you when you
Pause.
have no money.
That's what I was.
And this is when the sisterhood attacks the sisterhood. So now, if a woman wants to be with a man that's $50,000 or less, then she's a
Or
bottom
starting
of the
out.
barrel bitch.
Like, understand something. Let's say you're dude in college, right? And you're going for engineering or whatever the case may be. A good profession when you come out. You're gonna start at the bottom, bro.
You're gonna start at the bottom.
It'll be why. See, her advice needs to be reversed. She needs to get with dudes that are persistent in their trade or profession at the lower level, so they can rise up the ranks with them. Right?
Mhm.
She needs to give that advice. She telling these chicks,
Wait till they done. Wait till they come out the oven done.
get the finished product because you deserve that. No, you
Right.
don't. You deserve what you work for, lady.
No one deserves anything. You get
No,
what you qualify for.
that's what I say.
You don't, yeah.
You deserve what you work for.
Right. So here's the thing. Telling some woman that if a man, first of all, to the statement bottom of the barrel bitch, what's the
Bro.
bottom of the barrel bitch? How did that's
She
so
she she
why is
she,
that
she,
not disrespectful
she
to
gave you the
women?
definition. She gave you the definition.
Yeah, right. She
She
did.
said the
Why
bottom
don't
of the
women
barrel,
see that as disrespect?
because they call each other bitches all the time. But my point
But
is,
the bottom of the barrel is the
the
disrespectful
bottom of
part.
the barrel chick in her eyes is somebody that's willing to be with a
Deal with a
man
man that's 50,000 or less.
or less.
Because she said $50,000, but you live in a shoe, ma'am. That tells me you don't know how to manage your money. Because if you make $50,000 a year, you ain't got to live in no goddamn shoe. You ain't
Well,
got no kids.
she was just being facetious, but
Well, I know she
you
was,
got
but the
it.
point I'm making is I'm using it for what it is. Not saying a shoe isn't literally a shoe. Obviously, I'm saying
Right.
you don't have a nice home. That's what she's
You can
saying.
you don't
You
have a
don't not
big
have a
one.
nice home,
Yeah.
which makes no sense to me. Because even if you get a
Hell,
house
I
that
make more
costs
than
$200,
$50,000 a year, and I don't have a big house.
but
You know
listen,
what I'm saying?
but here's the catch. If you get a house that's worth about $250,000 a year, $250,000 house, right? That's going to be a nice house, right? Would you agree that that's going to be a nice house?
Depends on where you at, but yeah.
Well, obviously it
In,
depends on where
in
you're at, but
general,
yeah, it should be a
in
nice
general,
house.
in
Quarter
general.
million dollars, and your mortgage will be $1,300. You telling me if I make $50,000 a year, I can't afford $1,300 house
Well, it's
monthly,
it's
a
gonna be hard.
mortgage?
It's gonna be hard because if you make, let's see, let's do the math. You know what
Do
I'm
the
saying?
math. You'll see.
Let's see if I make. I mean to put up this store. I meant to put my calculator.
For my
Let's see.
iPad.
If it's 50, was it 50,000 divided by 12 equals that's $4,100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So minus was it $1,400 for the
Yep.
mortgage? That's 2,700. I mean, you could do it, but it'll be tight depending on how much other bills you have.
Well, what you do is you don't spend all money. So it's
I
gonna be
mean, I
some
get it,
months
but
where
well, let's
right,
say you
right,
have a
right.
car. Let's say you have a car. Car maybe like $500 a month for the car note,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Gas
So
another $100.
a week,
No, what the fuck kind of car you
you
got?
you fill your gas up. Just say about $80 fill up a week. So
I spend $100 a week, and I drive for a living
yeah, but I
sometimes.
mean, I'm just okay. Worst case scenario. Okay, so 41 minus hold on, 41 66 minus, let's say your car note is $500. All right, insurance is $80, and gas is what'd you say, $50 a week?
Yeah, yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, so minus $200, and then you have
You're spending about $300 a
utility.
month on food. It's just one person. That's about $300. That's pushing it, but yeah,
So $300 of food. Then
yeah.
utilities, water's gonna be like maybe 30 minus 30.
Gas is 30.
Gas is 30.
Light bill $100 if it's just one person. Probably less than that.
Probably say 80 for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, anything cable, internet. So look
I
about
mean, if
100.
you're gonna have internet at $100, you
Look about
probably
what?
let's just say if you had cable, Comcast got a special right now, internet cable $207, so that's pretty much all the channels. So $200 for cable internet.
We'll just do 150 just to call it even.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
All right. So what just happened? Damn, what the hell just happened?
Cut your shit off.
Yeah. Uh, so that's about you just said about you got about you said about
Eight,
2200 about 22 $2,500 in expendable income. That
yeah,
so yeah, you good.
yeah, you can do
Now,
that if
now
you're
imagine
individual.
if you added another what's
$30,000.
30,000. You know what I'm saying? I said what's it 30,000
Yeah, but see the goal. But it
divided by
sounds like what
4,
she's saying is,
twenty five
ladies,
hundred
don't
dollars
add
more a month.
right. Ladies, don't add your income to your man's income. That's what it sounds like she's saying. I could be wrong,
I don't know, but
but
this
why
this
would you
this
do
random
that?
motherfucker here's pissed me off. Let's finish this here.
Yeah.
Want anything financial from
Right.
you if she doesn't have the expectation. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Enjoy it while it lasts because eventually you're going to want to run because she doesn't stretch you. She doesn't make you the man that you need to become in order to thrive in this world.
It's not
Right.
her
She doesn't
job.
set expectations for you. She allows you to be the stagnant dude in the same jeans for 3 days.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Same
And
Jesus, wow. You be cutting up.
I'm
You
just
talk about me.
saying,
You be
well,
cutting
I'm a
up.
cut up coke queen.
They
Um,
look.
you still
I
got
bet
it.
she stink.
They say they be trapping when they wear the same jeans for 3 days.
They
They
be
be
working
hustling.
hard.
Listen, I don't want that either. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I've dated drug dealers in my past, and that's cute and everything when you're in your
Same.
20s.
Yeah,
I'm
when you
35 years old.
Right.
I am
Pause. There's nothing cute about dating a drug dealer. There is
Hold on.
nothing
She just
cute
told
about
her
that shit.
raggedy self. She just told her raggedy self. Now,
Mm.
all the people that she's telling people not to date,
She
she's dated.
dated.
Matter of fact, she's probably been used. She's probably been beat up so many times. She's 35, and she said she was younger. She dated drug dealers, which
hmm
are criminals, which are by that standard don't have really good character. So you're getting beat up by those different guys, pummeled. Um,
Damn.
and now you're 35, still not married, and you trying to coach women on why your insides are beat up. I don't
So,
get it.
so if she would have been saying that, if she would have never said that it's cute when it's never cute to date a drug dealer. If that was her story, if she said I've dated drug dealers and it's not cute to date drug dealers, fine. You can do that. You can use your experience to make other people experience. You know, what is it? A wise man learns from his own experience. No, it says a smart man learns from his own experience. A wise man learns from the experience of others. So if you come out here and you tell them, hey, don't do this because it's not cool. But she said, it's cute when you're 20. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
And I have members of my family that sold dope, that sold drugs. And I would say that to their face right now. Hey, it's not cool to
Look,
date you because I got a cousin that's in jail for that kind of shit. A cousin in jail for that kind of stuff. So you looking at it and say, okay, well, why would you date someone who at any moment the police can come and arrest them and they definitely did the crime? You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's not like they come and they unfairly arrested. Nigga, you did the crime.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's never cute to date a criminal. I'm sorry. Whether
And
it's men
imagine,
dating a woman criminal and a woman dating a man criminal, it's not cool.
But imagine the kind of trauma she's been through with all these different drug dealers, all these different thug type dudes
Well,
that's been
maybe
accumulating over the years. And now,
he's gonna put all of them in the huh.
I mean, she said it, not me. She the one
That's
said
she.
this what she did. She said that she was dealing with
Right.
it. Like the more relationships that you go through that don't work out is more trauma that you're adding to your
Right.
vaginals.
Well,
You know
and
what I'm saying?
here's the other part. Here's the other
Yeah.
part. She said a man wearing jeans for 3 days in a row. If this nigga's a mechanic, okay, I don't wear jeans for the same jeans 3 days in a row, so I can't speak to that. But I'm just saying, I'm sure there are some situations where you in the middle of the night you get a call and it's some money. You hop up and just throw some jeans on and go straight to do to fix this car. Okay,
Well,
as
she,
nothing.
she,
You're shooting down a whole host of people who do for the community, and without them, we couldn't survive.
yeah, but she's been really like she's been really a jerk because I mean, if you were a dude that she's insinuating the nigga's nasty, and so if
Yeah,
the nigga's nasty, how about this? How about you make sure the pants are washed?
boom.
How about you be a help and make sure that he got what he need to go where he need to go and do what he need to do?
So
How
everything
about
that
you
she
put yourself
says she's
value?
in control.
Right. How about you be a freaking lady and make sure your man take care? Like it used to be a point in time when women took pride in take care of their men and their children. Now, what can you do for me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the more you
yeah.
do for your man, the more he's gonna take care of you. That's just what it
Right.
is.
To
Reciprocal.
say that those women ain't gonna push you, maybe you feel like they won't motivate him.
No,
It
what
ain't her
motivates a
job to
man,
push him.
what motivates a man is what his woman is willing to do for him. That's how you push him.
Oh
That's
no,
how you
femininity.
correct. That the more feminine you are, the more you are sold out to the team, the more he's gonna put in work to make sure you good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The longer he's gonna work, whatever you got to do to make sure that you're straight, you're happy, and you're taken care of, he's gonna do because you do that for him.
You catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
This raggedy mother father. Oh,
I'm not dating no damn drug dealer. Don't know who's gonna run
Mhm.
up in my door. Don't know what's gonna happen in the streets when we out together. You can't protect me.
used
It
up.
doesn't matter how much protection you have on you.
Yeah.
You can't protect me if that's what you're doing and that's your motive and that's how you get your money.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I don't really know many rich drug dealers because they live that life. They
Right.
spending it. As fast
Facts.
as
Yep.
it's
That's
coming, they
facts.
spending it. And so you might come up on a little come up in a man that's like, hey baby, here's 20 bands. And if you're smart with it, you'll go do
Mhm.
with it what you know you need to do. But
Right.
when you're with a hustler, you don't.
Because the money
Because you
keep
trying to
rolling
keep
in.
you trying to
Yeah.
keep up with the Joneses. He
Yeah.
take you out. His homies all got girls in Chanel and Balenciagas and whatever. And you like, damn, I need to go get that. And so you go take your little money and you go shopping to make you a little boomerang. And now your bank account is suffering until he gives you another chunk. And you just
Right.
don't know how long that's
Time
gonna
she
be,
talk,
how
her
long that's
chin go
gonna
deeper and
last.
deeper into her
So
chest.
realistically, you just have to be wise with who you date because as a man, you can easily slip into a situation with a woman that
Okay.
keeps you stagnant and at the bottom.
I
If
give
you
that
get with
part.
a woman that's moving and she's got what
But
they
Uh,
say now,
anyway, I'm done
uh,
talking. I'm done looking at her. I'm tired. I'm tired. She making me
okay.
hate this.
So listen.
Let me go
So
back here.
listen. So,
I'm tired
so
looking.
she's right about one thing. There are not a lot of millionaire drug dealers. Facts. That's a fact. I know somebody been selling drugs since they was 14. They in their 40s. I'm like, bro, you just not good at it. Like, give it up, bro. You just not good at it. That's a fact. So with that being the case, that's a true statement. So yes, that's true. There's not a lot of drug dealer millionaires. It just doesn't happen. However, in one breath, she's telling women, "You in charge." Basically, do this to them, do that, do this, do this, do this. You in charge, and then the next breath, you got to protect me. So if I look at a pack of wolves, the betas don't protect the alpha. The alpha protects the pack. When the male lion, he patrols almost all day, every day. He doesn't hunt. He's too big for one, but he patrols because his job is to protect the pride. Right, the leader's job is to do the protecting, not the beta. The subordinate's job is not to do the protecting.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even make sense. You telling women they're in charge, and then you tell them, but you got to be protected by this man. So what does he get for doing all this?
And this is the thing too. She said one thing that I agree with. A woman can definitely uh be a
Motivate.
no. I mean I think If she's a wife, she can motivate, like she can help push you in the right direction. But she could also be a hindrance. She could be a freaking weight that prevents you from hitting your potential, your maximum potential. And so you definitely want to make sure, especially young guys that may be listening, that may listen to in the future, make sure you get a woman who is always going to be of service and not a hindrance.
Of service.
Yeah,
Terminology.
service. She's the best leaders are service minded. The best people
Yeah,
that you know are service minded. The,
no, that's
the
true.
the best people that you know, the ones that you trust the most, are service minded. So if you have a wife that's service minded, that means selfless, right?
Hmm.
Put herself down, puts you and the family up. She's going to be way more valuable. And then what happens as a result, you're going to put yourself down and put her needs ahead of yours.
Hmm.
It's a cycle, right? A selfless, uh, yeah, a selfless cycle, a cycle of giving and
Yeah,
receiving, giving and
no doubt.
receiving, giving and receiving. And so this chick here, she just, oh, she's really pissing me off. I had to stop. I don't want to see it no more.
As a woman, you have a lot more control over, not control, but a lot more say than you think you do. When you're a feminine woman and a man loves you and you make him feel loved and cherished and you make him feel uh,
Respected.
that's it, respected, that man will run through a wall.
Yep,
If you
fact.
say, hey, nigga, you need to go do this, you ain't gonna get much out of him.
No,
If
you
you say,
might.
hey, baby, would you please do this? I ain't gonna say how a woman said, but they got ways they can say it. Dude gonna
Well,
get up and walk straight through a wall.
fact.
Because again, you put me above you, and now I'm gonna elevate you above me. Not in terms of everything I do is based around you, but it's in terms of you need to be happy. The term happy wife, happy life is
It's trash.
bullshit.
But watch this though. Watch this. Watch this. I find myself, no matter what decisions I make in general, I always my family comes to my forefront first before I do something,
Facts.
right? And so that's how it's supposed to be. And this chick, she's this chick right here. Let me share this again. Let me share this one more time before we get up out of here. This chick right here is going to cause a lot of women to be single.
I would like to know her results. Like a lot
Matter
of
of fact,
people
let's
hated
see.
on KS. A lot of people hated on KS, but he had some results uh to prove his success rates. I
Let's
would
see if
like
she
to
got
know
double,
her
double.
success rates.
Let's
And,
see.
and look, it could be some, but what's happening after the first 2 years? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hypergamy, just Talithia Troop. Hypergamy and let's see, sign in real quick. Not now. What happened to the what happened to okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm about to share this screen with you real quick. So this is her. $35 old.
can't hear.
I would it ain't playing nothing.
Okay.
So, good morning. I wanted to pop on the live just to give you guys an update. I told you that I would kind of take you through this journey with me as I, get the body right. So I want to show you guys what I've been taking that has been tremendously helping me to curb my appetite. Hey Houston in the building. Which has
I don't care. I guess this might be her man or something. Let's see. I guess that's her man. Why you shouldn't date if you're broke? Here we go again.
I truly believe you can't date, or you should not really date, if you're not financially stable. Anytime you go into something and you're not good on your own, whether it's even emotionally, but financially, it's like a girl. You get into a relationship with a guy, he moves in with you, you're not financially stable enough to leave him now because you need him to live with you so you can afford your rent. And then you're fucked. You know, you wouldn't have that problem if you were already settled on your own.
Yeah.
And then on
Or
the
if
other
you
hand,
didn't
dating
move
a
in
guy
with-
who's not financially stable, suddenly you can't go out. Like, don't get in a relationship if you can't afford to do basic activities.
Well, that's common sense, though.
Yeah, why a dude moving in with a chick is beyond me.
Yeah, that's suicide.
Hey, you guys. All right. So I am outside. It is freezing. My hair is blowing everywhere, but I had to go ahead and put together a little boo basket for
I
me.
don't care. Okay, I'm sorry looking at her. All right, that's enough of that. Yeah, that's crazy.
She looked like the lady off Waiting to not Waiting to Excel, Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yeah, the thicker version.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this. This is anyway, but yeah, good conversation, big dog. Hopefully some people get some value out of this, man. And just know, man, they look. I definitely agree. You need to be at least stable. You know what I'm saying, before you start dating, right? But
Right.
$50,000 is plenty enough money to have a dating life. And if men can't date at 50, women can't date at 30.
Damn.
Just saying. I'm just saying, $50,000 too much. Women
Not
can't
enough.
date it at 30 either.
Well,
Because
I mean,
women broke with the men. So
well, in her mind that she thinks that, men are supposed to be the provisionaries, and if she thinks that, then that takes everything she just said and throws it in the trash.
yeah,
Everything she said is thrown in the trash because she's making it seem like you basically it's a finesse job. But you ain't got but $30,000. Why the freak do you have a business? So
oh my gosh, I'm just baffled by this foolishness, man. It's just stupidity.
well, the issues I have with it is if you think that, you think that. The issue I have with it is telling other people that and speaking on it as if you know what the hell you're talking about. So
Right.
that's my issue. Listen, that could work for some people, but you're talking as if it's the thing to do. And also, it's easier to build with a man when you got with your wife, you wasn't making probably wasn't even making 30,000. But guess what? Y'all build, 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 build,
Oh,
build,
she
build,
look like she
build,
got a
build.
kid too. Oh, she got a kid.
Oh, now you're on a warpath. This
Oh,
bitch gotta go down.
damn, 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 damn. Mm, damn. Oh my
Hey
god.
man, I think the opposite of me and you, I think she's an attractive woman, but I do think she's probably a little. Some people, I don't think that they speak. They know they're not telling the truth. They just say stuff, and she could be one of the people that just say shit. That sounds good. You know what I mean? Make money. I gotta make money. Like the Derrick Jackson dude. I got a panda to make this money, and so it's all about the dollar for her. And I think that's true because it, it's easier to make money pandering to women than to men because men don't spend money on stuff like that.
Right. It's just terrible. T-Tato terrible.
T-Tato terrible.
T-Tato terrible.
Shit, boy.
Yeah. Man, but yeah, good show, man. Good show. Had a good time. Time to go. Good night. You know what I'm saying?
Good night. This
Yeah,
is some
man.
blood talk.
Closing words. My closing words, man. Look, date. If you're gonna date, young men especially, if you're gonna date with a purpose. Don't be slanging your meat everywhere, right? Be very intentional on who you talk to, who you pour into, who you allow in your space and your time and your business, right? And women do the same, right? Don't just waste time dating, having miscellaneous sex and all that type of stuff. Be intentional. You won't waste your time. You won't waste your money if you're intentional. What you got, Jamin?
I will piggyback on that. The more, as a woman, the more dating, as actually both, the more dating you do without a purpose, the more likely it is you're going to have a baby or STD. Because the more dates you go on, the more sex you have. That's just going to happen. So date with a purpose, date with intentions, and let's make sure we get these women and men back together, man. Let's get these women and men to have some healthy relationships, man.
What this will be the Common Damn Sense podcast.
Now, man, Common Damn Sense
podcast. We up in this thing. We out this thing. And we thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe so we can build
all
this
that
thing and make it big like me, like Jamin, because we both big. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good night.
Man.
And Merry Christmas. You.
Out.